What's going on? What's going on, man? Another beautiful day. I can't complain. Man, I appreciate everybody watching the videos. And I wanted to make this video a long time, especially in my early years of trucking. I've never really talked about how much money I made. And because I just started running with this company, getting this truck, and I don't really have a complete report on how much I averagely make with this company, but I can tell you how much money I was making with the company I was under US Express. Now, quick run back. When I got with that company, I was with another company that was kind of running off the spot market. It was Team Drive. And if you watch a lot of my videos, you actually see my partners in a lot of my older videos. But that company was a Team Drive company, and they were running off the spot market before the spot market went. So I was able to get out of that company, and I got with this company, my previous company that was under US Express. The reason why I went to that company was because they had a flatbed department, and it was salary. I was making $16.50 every week. After taxes, it was a W-2 company. After taxes, I would take home $1,400. Of course, that's without health insurance, dental, all that stuff, right? It was an option that you could get it. It will deduct from your $1,400, right? It'll be less than $1,400 to make a week. But I was making that guaranteed Monday through Friday, home on Saturday and Sundays, and then back on the road on Mondays. We did that for a while. I was with that company for like 3 months until their flatbed division went down. And I didn't know that their flatbed division went down until I get a call and they told me, hey, go to the yard where we park our truck at, and I'll give you an update on your next assignment. Usually, I was kind of odd because usually they'll give me an assignment like that. Like before you even deliver your load you have on you, they'll already have a pre-assignment. And did what they did, or did what they told me to do. Went to the yard, chilled, slept, woke up the next day. I get a call from the vice president, first time I ever heard him. Talked to this person within the company, and I thought I was in trouble. I like, okay, what did I do now? He basically explained to me that he heard about me, how I run, how I drive, and if I wanted to go to the drive-in department. He told me that I'll be making more than $1,400 a week. They had a dedicated shipper. They dealt with cabinets, and basically it was driver assist. Now I agreed with him, and he was like, hey, I can't get you home every week, but I'll try to get you home every 2 weeks. But anyways, we're talking about how much I was making with that company, right? So it was cool. It was great. And I was getting paid a base salary of 51 cents per mile. That was the base salary. Now they had a dedicated shipper, which they'll add every time you do these runs with this dedicated shipper. It was driver assist. They'll give you an extra 19 cents, which was good. It made my 51 cents would jump around 70 cents, which was cool. It was good. It was driver assist. It was a lot of boxes, a lot of boxes, and you literally were driver assist. You didn't have to load the trailer, but you did have to, my bad, my camera's about to fall off. But you did have to unload it, right? So in the beginning, I was getting paid. I was making more money. I was making an average of 1,800 per week. I was making a lot more money. They kept me running, especially I was doing about 2 to 3 driver assist loads per week. And we were with US Express, so the days that we weren't doing the dedicated shipper account, US Express kept us running. And when I tell you, US Express has one of the best terminals out of all the mega carriers. I haven't been to each one of them, but US Express has the best terminals. Now, besides the one in Ellenwood, in Jacksonville, Florida, those 2 terminals are kind of but the rest of them are phenomenal. My personal favorite terminal from US Express was out of Shippensburg, PA. If you drive for US Express or Variant or Total, you guys know exactly what terminal I'm talking about. Another cool thing about US Express, they give you a loaner, a van. You can get in the van and you can go do what you got to do, right? So I was making roughly average 1,800 per week. And then things started getting a little shaky. I wasn't getting the miles that I used to. I wasn't getting the dedicated account loads like I used to. And I went from 1,800 per week, and it started going down to 1,200, 1,400. There were a couple times where it went down to $800, $400 for the week. And that was kind of a pivotal moment. The reason why I decided to become owner operator, the reason why I decided to kind of move away from that was because I was busting my butt, man. And it has nothing to do with US Express or the company I was running up under them. But you know, a lot of stuff was going on in the market that a lot of the lease purchasers and the owner operators were already feeling it, not the company drivers, you know what I mean? And it started to affect the company drivers where we're sitting more longer than before. And those, when you're running with a major carrier, it's very rarely you're going to hit your recaps. Like, you're not getting recap hours. You know, once your time is out, your time's out. And if you do get recap hours, it's going to be 2 days from the time you ran out of hours, which is going to be a reset anyways, you know. So I started averaging, after that moment, I was averaging probably like 1,200 a week, 1,100 a week. And keep in mind, I did have it was still W-2. I had the medical and all that stuff, dental, and they were deducting that from me. But yeah, I wasn't really, you know what I mean? I'll say how much I was averaging running under US Express. I'll say, man, like 1,300. Some days you might hit 18, some days you might hit $400. Especially on the days you go home on your home time, that's going to be your lowest paycheck. I don't know how that worked. I even schedule my home time exactly when their days end and their day starts, right? And another thing with that company, they only allow you to take 2 to 3 days off, and they want you to take it off on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, come back on Monday. And 9 out of 10, you're taking a load home on a Friday, and that's still considered your home time. I never understand how that made sense. But that's how much I was averaging with that company. Was it a good company? Yeah, it was a good company when I first got into it. They're very straightforward. They're very, you know, I mean, you can talk to them, you can call them. And then working under US Express, being able to use their compliance team, being able to use their breakdown. Like, anytime the truck will break down, I just call US Express and they'll get it fixed. Anytime the gas cars, we had to reset, I call US Express and they'll fix it. Very good company. If you want to run for US Express, now if you're trying to make some money, it's all depending on what you deem a lot of money. If you're comfortable making $1,200, $1,100 a week, go for it. But if you're the type of guy or a woman that want to make average $1,900 or more, $2,000, then US Express ain't for it. US Express ain't gonna do that for you, buddy. I'm just being honest with you. I'm being straightforward with you. But yeah, that's how much I was averaging with the company that was under US Express. I have none but good things to say about them. Very respectful group of people. Now, keep in mind, everybody experience are different. But from the time I was there with them, I enjoyed it. The money was it did kind of like made me think multiple times, why am I here? I'm gone for months at a time. Why am I here? You know what I'm saying? But that's how much I was making with the company up under US Express. But hey, it is how it is. Now, when I get a little more paycheck with this company I'm with right now, that I'm lease under, I can let you guys know, hey, this is how much I'm making, this is what I'm doing, woo-woo. But this is my little breakdown, how much I was making with the company under US Express. I was only getting paid 51 cents per mile, and then with that extra incentive of doing those dedicated driver assist loads, that I probably get once or twice a week. If I was lucky, I get 3 times. And it's multi-stops. Sometimes you're doing 4 stops, sometimes you're doing 14 stops. Literally, I did 14 stops before. And you got to back up into these small warehouses, mom and pop shops, sometimes these big warehouses, and you got to unload these boxes. You got to help these drivers. Not drivers, you got to help these warehouse workers, you know what I mean? So you worked for your money. You definitely worked for your money that day. But I enjoyed it. I was able to get out. I was able to be active. So any more questions you guys want me to ask me? Like, what else do you guys want to know? But that's what it is. Like I said, I thank you guys for watching the video. That's how much I made with the company on the US Express. Go ahead and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. That being said, I'm out here, talkers. I'm gonna grab me something to eat, and we're gonna do this again some other time. Let's go.